Okay, we've already spoken to her. Tell me more about benches and resurrection stones. Yeah, okay, I'll take the point. Right, we're choosing a hero again. I think I might go for someone with slightly higher skill. I kind of liked that miniature, but I don't think 8 skill is really going to see me through. Skill 10, skill 9. Okay, so this one here has the highest skill. I think that is really what I need. Let's have a look at the attacks. So we've still got the right strike, we've got the front strike, we've got strike 2 in front, and we have a, what's this? Alexandra attacks with near lightning speed. This attack will hit before the target can move. That is useful. Okay. I do like that. It is very reminiscent of tabletop adventuring, kind of moving the little person along like that. Okay. Oh, this is different. I thought the opening of the game wasn't familiar compared to the book. So it seems that depending on which adventurer you get a different opening story. So I'll read this again. I'll do the narrative voice. The villagers of Anvil cheered with excitement as you began your 2-day hike to Firetop Mountain. Cries of "Return to us safely, Alexandra," and "May the luck of the gods be with you" rang out. Your fame reaches even to remote towns like Anvil. Your mysterious patron, a sorcerer known only to you as Kith, wants you to seek a massive ruby known as the Eye of the Cyclops and give it to Zagor, the warlock who rules this mountain. When you asked Kith about the significance of the ruby, the sorcerer only smiled and said, "You'll see." The citizens who live in the foothills of the mountain fear Zagor and have been very reluctant to tell you anything that may help you find him, fearing for their own safety. You have mixed feelings about the adventure ahead, and you just hope that Kith's instructions are honourable and you do not let the local people down. One thing is clear though, you will not be dealing with any ordinary wielder of magic. You must be on your guard. It takes you 2 days to reach the menacing-looking mountain, with its sharp rocky crags that jut out at unnatural angles. At the top you can see the eerie red colouring, probably some savage vegetation, which has given the mountain its name. You approach a cave, a known entrance used by local bands of orcs, your hand gripping the hilt of your long sword as you consider what dangers may lie ahead. Your adventure starts here. Okay, lovely. I'm going to just click through a bit because we kind of know what's going on here. Yes. With the smell of orc up my nose, I have a feeling I'm going to meet some formidable foes. That's a little bit C-3PO, isn't it? I'm not sure that's a good voice to use for her. That ruby is in this mountain somewhere. I'm going to have to ask politely, using my sword, of course. Okay. Yeah. Hilaire says, excellent reading. Ever thought about doing audiobooks? It's funny you should mention it. Okay, I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. I'm going to fight these slimy people again, and this time I'm going to win. I'm going to prove that I've learned something. I'm not hiding. The last time I encountered orcs was in Darkwood Forest on that strange quest for Yazdromo. They are usually quite cowardly and easy to overcome. Fight the orcs. I kind of feel like with this game I want like a summary somehow of my... Oh, I can change the view. Okay. No dear, no, don't do that. Oh, there's something a little bit buggy here. I keep losing my mouse pointer when these options come up. Right. Yeah, I kind of want like a summary of my moves so that I can decide where I'm going to go based on what I know I can do. Anyway, he's going to move, so let's... Interesting. So he's attacking... Can I do that again? Oh! Interesting. So his skill is 5, my skill is 10. I'm feeling good about my chances of rolling, because we're probably just going to hit each other here. So, 9 versus 9. You're going to have to roll better than that. There we go. I like the fact that I can do a sideways attack with this character. It's not like a cooldown ability, you can just do it. That's a little bit more flexible than the previous character. Okay, so we've taken the bone charm. Okay, so this is one of the features of this game, and one of the features of the original book is that obviously having been into a place, you kind of remember what was clever and what was stupid. So we know that charging through this door is a bad idea because you fall into a pit. So let's try kicking it down. You give the door a mighty kick and it swings open easily. You're about to enter when you notice that the room is actually a pit. Had you charged the door, you'd be nursing a sore rump by now. Rump is a word that is not used in nearly enough fiction. At least not the fiction that I normally read. Examining the pit, you notice that the sides are full of handholds, so it should not be difficult to climb back out. That's interesting. In my map that I made of the original book, I don't mention there being anything else in the pit other than climbing out. So I wonder if this is stuff they've added for the game, or whether I just never discovered that in the book. We're going to climb in. Okay. You think back to your education on dwarven architecture. Interesting background. Judging by the way this door led straight into a pit, the dwarves must have used this area for the disposal of refuse. Okay. Yeah, this is all looking very familiar. Yeah, so we're taking the meat. So the contents of this dungeon is the same every time we play it. So far, there's nothing kind of randomly generated or procedural about it. So if we investigate the other cave, this is where the fight was. Okay, let's do this fight again and see if we have any more luck. There was slightly more coffee left in there than I thought there was. That was a bit of a shock. Thank you very much, Hilaire. Okay, so we know that this dude has reach. And I don't want to get poisoned again, so I'm going to move. Okay. Attack. Oh! One of the miniatures got shoved out the way. That's interesting. There's not a lot I can do about that. I think I'm going to have to move. Oh, no! Okay, looks like he's going that way. He's possibly moving that way. Let's try it. Nice. Okay, now we've got a skill we can use here because we can now do quick jab, which will hit him before he can move. There we go. Unfortunately, I've taken the poison again. Now, I wonder if he can do that every round or whether he has to move, whether it's a cooldown ability for him. Let's just try attacking. Nice. Yes! I'm going to attack just because I think they've got side attack as well. 5v10, you're going to have to roll... Oh dear. Okay, attack. That was a little bit better. Still took a bit of damage though. I think I could have gone either way. I'll be interested to see... Yeah, how that works out. Ah, there was nothing there. So really I'm just grinding that for XP. Back out of the pit. Okay, so in the book, this was a sleeping guard. A little way along the passageway, you come to what is clearly a sentry post. There's the sleeping goblin. I do like that. I do like the way you can go back to the original book illustrations without the colour. But having said that, I do like the way they've been coloured in. I wonder if that's been done for the game or whether there was an edition of the book that was in colour. It's interesting. You approach with caution and can see another orc, this time on his own, in leather armour, asleep at his post. I hope all of Zagar's minions are this lazy. This could be my quickest adventure yet. Carefully approach the sleeping orc. Wake the orc and interrogate him, or try to tiptoe past. I'm feeling pretty good about my skills. We're going to try to tiptoe past. Test your skill. So this should be 2d6 versus my 10. Do I have to do something? Yes, I have to click to roll. Woo! Nice. Skillful. Dogs. That can't be good. The passageway begins to widen until you enter a cave. However, blocking the cave's exit are two of the ugliest creatures you have ever seen. They have the proportions of dogs, but their hide is rough and scaly. Each beast is chained to the cave wall, secured to their thick brass collars. Ooh. The two orc hounds begin to snarl and strain at their chains. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough that I can't read that. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough that should you approach, you will not be able to escape their slavering jaws. I've come across these poor creatures before on previous quests. Orcs generally don't treat them very well, which can make them quite vicious. You're going to have to deal with them. Okay. Distract them with food. Now, at what point can I get out my inventory and use some stuff here? So, I can use provisions at any point. We have been told that provisions are more effective at a bench, but I have a stamina of 6, so I'm not feeling hugely confident. This is my bio. And that's interesting, there was a keyword educated earlier, so obviously there are certain key things that come into this that differentiate it from the book, because that wasn't something that was in the book. And I can see so I can do attack to the right normally, an attack in front normally, a strike straight ahead normally, and I think blue must indicate cooldown. I don't know. Are we going to let's try and use some provisions. Okay, so that's restored 4 points of stamina. I'm going to not do any more just in case. Shall I distract them with food? I think that's going to cost me a provision to get past them. Let's try it. Remembering your education on the beasts of Titan, you think back to your notes on orc hounds. Although vicious, they are easily distracted as long as you have the right treat. Giant aardwolf meat. That's what I picked up in the cave. Good. Throw them the joint of meat. Nice. Cool. So the only thing is, of course, not having fought the hounds, I then haven't picked up any XP for it. I didn't get any XP for doing that cleverly. So that's interesting. Yay, it's a bench. Oh, okay, so this is like an optional save point. So let's see what... Okay, so that's restored me. Oh, okay, so that's a lot better. So I got 10 stamina for using provisions at the bench. I only got 4 stamina for using it while on the road. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Okay. In my map, there is an orc in this room. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. Oh, it's one. There's all these rooms in this book. There's this room. Every room in it has a table with a candle on it. You have to remember which one's which. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Now, these wooden boxes, from memory, sometimes you open them and you get bitten by a snake. Sometimes you open them and get something nice. I wonder if it's random or whether it's the same as my map. So theoretically in this room is an orc, 1 gold piece and 2 luck. Judging by the remains of the dwarven architecture, this room has not changed much from its original purpose. Sleeping quarters for the night watch. Proving that your educated guess is correct, you see a green-skinned orc asleep on a straw mattress. I wonder what's in the wooden box. Try to steal the box without waking the orc. Okay, I didn't have to roll to test my luck there. And there is gold in the box. There's also a small mouse. 4 gold pieces and a mouse. You release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. I wanted to keep the mouse. Oh well. What that does. Oh, so you can kind of bring up the history. That's interesting. So... Follow the passage. Do, do, do. There's another door. So this one on my map contains... I kind of feel like I'm cheating. I feel like I've already mapped the game because I've mapped out the book. So there is a snake box, a key with 99 written on it, and 1 luck. Now the numbers on the keys in the original book obviously were then something that you would then turn to at the end of the game when facing the final challenge. So I'm really curious to see whether there's any relevance to that now. Another table on which is another candle. Open the box. There's a snake in the box. But it was worth it because there was a key. There are carved runes on the box. Due to your excellent education, you can roughly translate these to snake surprise. As you pick it up, something rattles within. Ooh. Achievements. You open the lid and a small snake pops out of the box, eager to bite your wrist. Do I avoid? Okay. So in this version you can fight the snakes. I think in the book you just took the damage. Okay, so the snakes have skill of 5 and stamina of 3. I think I might just hit it. Oh, for some reason the snake hit the table. Can I move to where the table is, can I? Oh. So he's going to attack, so let's attack his square. Okay. I rolled pretty good. Let's use my quick jab. Nice. Okay. I lost no stamina. I gained 4 souls. So yeah, those souls are going to enable me to pick up buy different starting characters. The box has fallen to the ground during a fight with the snakes. There appears to be nothing else inside it. It must have been a practical joke made by version. Okay. If we go north, there'll be another. I predict there will be another room with a table on it with another candle. What does this compass do? At the moment, it does nothing. Oh, those are my options. Okay. Oh, I can even make it more comfortable and that sort of thing. Okay. And then that's my thing. Cool. It's interesting that the quest in this is we have to give a ruby to the Warlock Zagor. Obviously, in the book there was just the one quest, which was to defeat the Warlock. So interesting that there's a slightly variable thing there. I'm going to continue northward. The worst singing you have ever heard in your life. There it is, there's tables covered in candles. In the centre of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small orcs with warty skin dressed in leather armour. It's great artwork in the original book. I'm so glad they kept it. I should try talking to them. My character's quite educated. I think we should probably at least try and talk to them. You there, you command, pointing your sword at the orcs. I seek the Eye of the Cyclops. Where can I find it? One of the orcs speaks your language. Dunno, but don't know about no eye or Cyclops. We're just having a quiet drink. The other orc waves his mace threateningly. At least it would be threatening if he could control it enough to work up a decent swing, which he can't. Your lips curling in disgust, you leave the orcs to their drinking. Well, The passage splits again. Let's try... There's a door up here. Can I still can't rotate this map. Oh, I can move the map. I just can't rotate it. Well, there's a door. There's a passageway. Let's go to the passageway. Ooh. Oh. Trouble. That does not sound good. You follow the passage as it slopes downwards and curves to the north until you find yourself at the corner of a large chamber. The architecture suggests that this was originally made by dwarven hands, but it has clearly been repurposed by the orcs. It appears to have been turned into some kind of training hall. Dotted around the chamber are a number of wooden posts that bear the marks of axes and other weapons. A cacophonous din echoes around the hall as green-skinned creatures in leather armour either strike the posts with their swords or each other with wooden cudgels. You guess this is what passes for a training session among the brutish orcs. Okay. If I keep to the shadows at the edges of the hall, I might be able to enter unseen. We're going rogue. At the eastern end of the chamber there are two doors. Halfway along the north wall of the hall is another doorway secured by an iron gate. Okay, so we can creep to the iron gateway in the north, sneak to the doors at the east end of the chambers, burst into the room and take on all the orcs with overwhelming odds, go back the way you came and choose the other path. Oh, did I accidentally click on something? Oh no, okay, right. Let's... I'm feeling good about my stealth. Oh, I see. Oh, it's going to go that way. Keeping close to the wall, you begin to make your way round the edge of the chamber towards the far end of the hall. Test your skill. Nice. Oh. Okay. You sneak. Taking a slightly weird route around the room. Fortunately, you make it to the far side of the chamber without any of the orcs noticing. One door has a dented shield nailed to it, while the other with a battered helmet hanging from it. Dented shield, a battered helmet, okay. Poor creatures, their eyesight must be as bad as their ears. Open the door with the battered shield, open the door with the helmet hanging from it. I kind of feel like I want to rely on her education at this point. I don't really understand what the significance is. Let's choose the battered shield. Oh, I've just noticed that the compass is changing. Based on... okay. Right. Battered shield. Ooh. You find yourself in a moderately sized chamber and immediately hit by a wall of heat. On the far side of the chamber is a crude forge, its coals glowing red hot. In front of it, a heavy-set orc is hammering out the dents in a damaged breastplate over an anvil. Nearby are two goblin assistants. One of them is eagerly watching its master repairing the armour, while the other is cowering in fear in the corner. Evidently, this miserable creature has been recently punished. It's warm in here, not sure I want to hang around. Hearing you enter, the orc armourer looks up, an angry expression on his ugly face. Surprised, giving an angry bellow, the orc armourer charges at you, his scorched leather apron flapping about him, his heavy hammer raised to deal you a fatal blow. The orc goblins shriek with glee as they rush over, no doubt to curry favour with their master. What, even the one that had been punished? Okay. So, he's probably going to step in here. So I've got an attack somewhere, haven't I? Piercing strike. There we go. So piercing strike has a cooldown. I can do a quick jab as well. Let's do that. Oh, so there's no friendly fire on here. The monsters don't damage themselves. Okay. He's got a still of 5. I'll take him on. Ah, he's moved. Right, he's about to hit. So let's... Nice. You have to roll better than that. That should be a crit fail, surely, double ones. Now, does he have reach, I wonder? Okay. Ah. We're dancing again. Let's try a piercing strike. It'd be great if I could hit both of them. Ah, well, I took the bigger now. So he is going to attack that space. Let's move here. Oh, where is it? Okay. Quick jab. Oh. Sneaky. There we go. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? 12 gold pieces. I can't believe there is nothing else of interesting unless you have some interest in the armoury. What sort of armoury is this? Okay, let's open the door with the helmet then. Let's loot the place while we're here. You find yourself in a cramped room full of battered helmets, rusting hauberks, and suits of leather armour. Okay, the contents of the armoury is inferior compared to what you're wearing, but it strikes that if you wear a few choice items over the top of your own gear, you might be able to pass yourself off as an orc. Let's do it. Ah. Great. Okay. Well, looks like I can just wander around with impunity now because I'm dressed as an orc. The orcs are so engrossed in what they're doing and making so much noise while they're doing it, they do not notice as you make your way to the iron gate, open it, and enter the small room beyond. At its centre, what looks like scarecrows made of battered armour and their supporting poles sunk in a strange arrangement of wooden cogs and gears. As the gate swings shut behind you, the training quintains shudder as they activate. Your education has taught you about such strange constructs. These quintains are constructed by magical means as sorcerers for training their troops. You brace yourselves for an attack. Okay. So in this game, the training dummies fight back. Thankfully, they don't have many hit points. Interesting. Ah. That's annoying. They've got an attack that does a sort of Tetris-shaped block. Let's try and get him then. Oh no, he's got really high skill. I didn't spot that. Oof, was lucky. Nice. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. So it might have been there was another right-hand turn further down here, so that would probably have just taken me in a bit quicker. Well, I would say that the east path has a skull-looking thing, and to the west is a door. Let's check the door. Oh, I see the door's back on ourselves, yeah. Angry shouting. Let's have a look. Is this the crazy guy? No. You open the door to a large room. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that someone or something of rank uses this room. More goblins being punished. Naughty goblins. I assume he's being punished. I assume this isn't a private moment that we've interrupted. They both look a bit embarrassed to see me. In the corner of a room stands a strange-looking orc with a warty face, standing over a smaller orc. With the whip in his hand, he has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Attack them both. Spring at the orc and hope his servant will aid you. Quickly leave and... Well, the previous one that was being beaten didn't help me, so I'm just going to attack them both. Fight the orcs. Not sure that my being dressed as an orc has really come into this all that much. Okay. I'm going to do the quick jab. There we go. Oh! Oh, I can destroy tables. Feeling good. Oh, oh, oh. What do you reckon? Let's just try attacking. Okay. He's taken the blow for him. Let's move. Ooh, interesting. 6v9. Need to roll better than that. You don't think I make a convincing looking orc? You haven't seen me with my LARP makeup that I used to do. Yeah, I have to say that this character appears to have the similar issue that I have with tabletop role-playing games, which is just that you know, sometimes you just have to use the miniatures you have available. You can't always make everything look convincing. Okay. The green blood of the dead orc smells foul as it steeps in their bodies. There is a chest nearby. We're definitely going to take a look at the... I'm looking at my map. There was good stuff in the box in my original map from the book. The lock was obviously inadequate. Gold pieces. A small black bottle with a tight glass stopper containing a liquid of some kind. Well, we're clearly drinking that. Oh, I've been shot by a poison dart. Yeah. Yeah. Potion of invisibility. 25 gold. We're loaded. Are there any shops in Firetop Mountain? I can't remember. Clearly we can take the bottle. Oh, and we found another bench. We are definitely going to use some provisions. 10 stamina, much more like it. Right, leave the room.